Another thing that can be quite confusing when you start on Fiverr is how do you price yourself? You're new on the platform, and I think that is the most scary thing about starting on Fiverr is the competition is huge. There are thousands, tens of thousands of people offering the same service. So it does get a bit tricky. How do you position yourself in terms of pricing? So this kind of goes similar to my previous video where I explained how I really drop my price as cheap as I can go because of the review thing being the currency. You get to a point where you get too busy at that next to nothing price tag and you start raising your prices. Then it also gets tricky because how Fiverr works is the more orders that you get, the more orders that you do, the more clients that you have, all those things count with the whole algorithm thing with Fiverr. So the busier your page is, the more active you are, they just keep ranking you like crazy. I've been in that position now. I hit top rated and I had to think, do I push up my prices or do I rather stay really busy? What I normally do is I just keep a lookout on all the guys that are kind of my competition on Fiverr, the guys that are ranked high, and I'm amongst them. I'll just keep checking where they are. You don't want to be much more expensive than them because again, you might not get as many orders, but you also don't want to undersell yourself. Where I'm currently at this moment is I'm at the point of wanting to push my price up, but also I don't, because the work that I'm getting on Fiverr is super consistent and it's giving me a good income. In terms of where to position yourself price-wise, I think that's going to be a personal decision. I made the decision to not be too expensive where I get less orders. I'd rather be, a little bit under that where the orders are consistent. So with that being consistent, I know that I'm getting multiple orders in, my orders are consistent, and I know that I'm staying up in the ranks, which means I'm always going to get continuous work, opposed to making the same amount of money for half the amount of work I do, but because I'm not as active, I'm not ranked so well. It's a personal decision on what you want to charge or where do you price yourself, and it's going to be different in all fields. But that's just my personal thing. I'd rather be consistent working, having the studio operating first of all, and it feels good for me when the studio is busy. When I am busy, I know that I'm staying up in the ranks within Fiverr. Maybe I'm undercutting myself and I'll stay up there, who knows. That's my personal approach. It's going to be different in every industry. Whatever your goal is and whatever your stance is, whatever you want to earn, you're going to have to look at that and look at where you're at and make a decision on where you want to price yourself, and definitely just see what your competition is pricing as well.